Oh, we better get a composer.
Hey, it's Northwest Bourbon here. We're talking about Old Soldier Distillery. Now, Andy down at Old Soldier gave us an awesome tour, and we just want to give him a big shout out and go through some of the stuff that we got from him. First up on deck, Old Soldier Straight Bourbon. All right, that should be the first glasses. What do you got here?
Unfiltered.
Yep, unfiltered, yeah.
Oh, there's a couple things about Old Soldier Distillery. One thing is that every bottle is from a single barrel. They don't do any mixing and blending.
Right.
So everything is a single barrel. And that is one thing that I think is amazing.
Yep.
What do you guys get on this nose?
Lots of raisin.
Yeah, so there's
Very sweet.
Yeah.
there's like a vanilla bean. Not like vanilla, like the liquid vanilla, but like the vanilla bean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. What's cool about Andy and his shop as well is he has a good bit of memorabilia. So if you all are in the area in Tacoma, please go check Old Soldier out because you'll be very, very impressed by some of the memorabilia he has in there. I'm talking this is Continental Army. I think his uncle. He has his enlistment
Just a lineage,
papers,
yeah.
in there. It's real cool. And then he has this old school Willie style Jeep parked in the back.
Yep.
I was like, man, what are you doing with that? what are you going to do with that, man? So he's probably restored or something. You know,
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I want to say he said it was the Union Army in the Civil War.
Yeah.
Yep. The enlistment
that
paper on
started
the
the
wall.
lineage of his family line. Might be wrong.
What I like about the bourbon is that the nose actually follows through.
Yeah,
when you taste it.
Yes.
Very good mouth.
The flavors transfer from the nose.
Yeah.
Just now I got kind of a cranberry. It was really interesting. It wasn't as pronounced as a cherry.
Yeah.
It had more of a slight tartness like a cranberry.
Delicious.
It was really interesting in a bourbon especially.
And you don't get a heavy burn like with a lot of other higher proof bourbons. It's nice and mellow, and you get the sweetness right off the tip of your tongue when you start tasting it.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Not bad for a 2-year-old age bourbon.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's going to be great to see what happens as it gets more mature in the barrels they got.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be checking them out more, drinking more of this.
This is going to be a standard on my bar. I'm never going to be without a bottle of Old Soldier. I'm telling you. Bang for your buck. Every bottle is from a single barrel. It is a nice, full bodied. Like it doesn't leave you hanging. It doesn't say, "Where's my finish?"
Right.
You know, it doesn't leave you short on the tip of the tongue, back of the mouth. You know, covering the whole palate. It doesn't leave you short anywhere.
It's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It definitely covers the palate spectrum in terms of, you know, you get that taste, you get that those nodes. Like you said, it doesn't burn, but it definitely covers the palate spectrum fully. I really.
And it is a Seattle International Award 2020 Silver. So it is something to go and check out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
What we have next?
Hey, let's move on to the Santos. All right, this is Old Soldier Raisin Bourbon Santos. It's 80 proof. Andy told us that he spent some time in Greece. And while he was in Greece with a craftsman over there that really had an interesting technique to making his whiskey. And that is his inspiration for this Bourbon Santos that we're going to get into next. And he's very, there's nothing like this out there in the rest of the bourbon world.
Yeah.
And you get that right off the nose. As soon as you smell it, that's
you smell plums, you smell raisins.
Yes.
Yes.
Fruity punch.
There's a darkness to it too, like not quite a chocolate, or a molasses, but it's in that category of that dark, thick, syrupy.
Yeah.
We've sipped a lot of bourbon, and this definitely stands out.
This is a standout. The
Absolutely.
Old Soldier Bourbon Santos
right
is a
from
standout.
right from the nose.
There's nothing like it. Ooh. Got hit with a grape note right off the bat. Then it transitioned to plum. Now it's all raisins. 100% raisins right now.
You know what I think of? I think about when I used to go to the movies and I would get a box of Raisinets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you get that raisin, but it's sweet. It's good.
It's
you get
sweeter than regular
good
raisin.
about raisin. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a chocolate covered raisin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
really
perfect
good.
description. That's a perfect description, man. Yeah, it's the chocolate because you do taste some chocolate nodes in here too.
Especially in the
That
finish.
drop, absolutely.
I'm getting a lot of chocolate in the finish.
I'm really liking that. And then too, if folks out there, if you cook and you like to make sauces,
Ooh, I
these
didn't even think of that.
yeah, man, these right here will be
Man.
complimentary foundations for sauces.
Yeah.
You can do dessert sauces with these.
Dude, make tiramisu with that
Oh,
right
man.
there.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, that'd be
Absolutely.
Some bread pudding.
good. Yeah.
bread pudding.
Or put it in your
He brings that
stew.
up when you do their bourbon tour. Like he has a recipe as well that would be a really
Oh,
great thing
that's
to look
right.
into.
And you
That's
can
right.
drink this while you're making.
Yeah.
That's double dipping. That is
That's-
approved.
Yeah.
It is approved.
I like the nose and the taste. Really good.
Absolutely.
That's great. All right, so third on our list for Old Soldier Distillery, this is their special butterscotch. All right, now there's a lot of different flavored whiskeys out there that are either peanut butter or honey. A lot of, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Wild Turkey, all of them have their honeys. They have their, like Evan Williams with their apples, their peaches, their honeys, there's a lot of them.
Sure.
Old Soldier Distillery has a butterscotch. And so we're going to see how that butterscotch lines up in the world of flavored whiskeys. All right, it should be...
That nose.
Man,
It's
That's-
like
Butterscotch.
Yeah, it smells like
Butterscotch candy.
it's like a bag of Werther's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you open the bag of Werther's and none of them are individually wrapped.
Man.
Right.
Like they messed up. The bag is melted together.
I think I could just sit here and smell it, and that would be good.
You could smell this all
Even
day.
before the
definitely-
taste.
I want this
Just
in a
smell.
candle or one of those Glade things that
That's
just squirt
what
out.
it said.
Every time I walk in the room,
Oh,
I
man.
want the room to smell like this every fucking time.
Yeah.
Tell ya.
Add this to your icing for doing
Oh, this would
your
be
bread
great.
pudding.
No,
Oh man.
if you put this in a frosting.
Oh man. That would-
Oh, you know what I
the
heard?
Oh,
You know what I heard the difference between a frosting and an icing is?
What's that?
It's really interesting. There's not a difference.
They're spelled different.
No, there's no difference.
There's no difference. But man,
there will be, 'cause
Don't
it'll
put
have
that one
butterscotch in it.
in the joke box, okay?
No, see, there's no difference. It's not like one is made from powdered sugar and the other one's made from cane sugar or anything interesting at all. There's no
just
difference.
sweet icing.
It's just
Cool.
there's frosting on a cake or you're putting icing on
I
it.
know you're messing up people's business model, right? Like, so now they can't say
Well-
like this frosting.
I was gonna sell
is-
some butterscotch frosting.
Yeah.
But now,
But thanks to
Oh my goodness.
new frosting.
That did not come off as overpoweringly
no.
No, it's nice and
overpoweringly
smooth.
sweet.
If
Oh,
you,
yeah.
If you like butterscotch candy, and everybody who doesn't like butterscotch candy, this is your jam. This is
Yeah.
delicious.
Great
Yeah.
dessert bourbon.
This it is.
A lot of those flavored ones, like the honeys and the vanillas and the peaches and apples, all those flavored whiskeys, a lot of them come off way too sweet.
Yeah.
To where I will not drink them unless I pour them over ice to mellow them out.
Right.
Because they are way too strongly sweet. And I don't want to eat a cup of sugar. I just don't.
Yeah.
This doesn't come off that way.
No.
It's much more just pleasant.
Yeah.
You get the note up front, but then you also get that complex bourbon flavor that draws us to bourbon. You know, the complexity, and so.
Yeah.
Man, they did a great job. I don't
Man,
know how
that
they
is
did
good.
it, but they did.
I don't either, brother. And this is good. And additionally, one of the things that we've tried, because I'm a foodie and my inner fat boy likes to eat stuff.
Amen.
I went to our local grocery store and got one of the Angel's food cakes, and then I reduced some of this down. And I added in some brown sugar, and I added in some a little bit of cinnamon and some nutmeg, and reduced it down and made basically a simple syrup for it, and just set the cake in there, covered it up, and it soaked in. And so when we started to slice it, you could see that it wasn't, completely like gummy and nasty at the bottom. It actually, Angel's Food Cake actually soaks this up so well. And it's an excellent, yes sir, it's an excellent blend.
Okay.
Dude, I did not know you did all that.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna be trying that now.
Yeah, man. So,
dude, make a homemade dessert with some of that.
Absolutely. This
Hashtag
is
adults
really
only.
Yeah.
Not safe for work.
Not safe for work.
I can't think of, we've sipped a lot of bourbon. I can't think of many where we've talked about not only sipping it, but also eating it in some form or fashion. Like this.
I want to put this in my food.
This is like the whole
This is a
thing.
different category.
It is.
It's good.
So Andy, you guys at Old Soldier Distillery, you guys are really coming through. Just want to give a special shout out and really put you in the spotlight here. Everybody out there needs to go to oldsoldierdistillery.com, see what they got going on. They have an awesome website. It's really technically up to date. I was kind of surprised.
Very good.
But it is a really nice website. You can order some of this online.
Yep.
Get you some and see what you're missing out on, because you're talking about distinct. You're talking about something that is different from everything else. And I am always going to have a bottle of this on my bar.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
And for the folks who are coming in, whether you're getting stationed here at JBLM or one of the naval bases in Bremerton or the Air Force Base, make sure that, if you're 21 and over, by the way, that you take a tour and you support this gentleman, because he and his wife are also veterans.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the bullet points of why we're really, really high on him. I mean, honestly, if his product wasn't good, we would
just
say
give
that.
him a high five.
Yeah, exactly. We probably wouldn't, be on here, but this is kind of what we do. So maybe we would have had it on and just critiqued it.
No, yeah.
But yeah, support him, support him and his family and his business, because that's what we do. We look out for each other, and this is a part of that system of continuity, continuum of care for our soldiers after they've done their service. So definitely check him out. Check out his website. If he has some swag, make sure you pick it up. Right? Be his billboard. And
I'd wear his shirt every day. Remember when we went there? He was wearing that. When we went to see Andy at Old Soldier Distillery, the shirt he was wearing was saying, it was what was it? The best shot a soldier can take is from whiskey.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I was just like, oh, dude, I love your shirt.
And he's got some swag.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He had us rolling the whole time we were there.
And then his
I
just excellent.
I just wanted to go back again.
Yeah.
And we would not be saying this if not only he was great and his product was great. Like, this bourbon is awesome.
Yeah.
It is really good.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Because it's different. It's a standalone. I mean, if you're a bourbon purist, like, I get it. But if you really appreciate bourbon, and you really appreciate not just the end product, but the folks who create it and the stories that come with those people, then you will appreciate trying any of Old Soldier's products here. So definitely, again, check them out for all the veterans. Make sure that you go ahead and support too.
What do you think, Rob?
Man, it is amazing that out of a 2-year bourbon, you get such good flavor out of it. I would definitely go back. It is worth a shot or two.
Yeah.
So go ahead and set up your tasting. Go through there and see what they have to offer. It's worthwhile.
Absolutely freaking moving. All right. Old Soldier Distillery. Check them out. Keep your drinks wet. We'll see you next time.